जी, सिप जी, सिप शाहिद, सिप प्रकाश, सिप टीना, सिप संजय, सिप रूतनु, सिप सचिन, सिप कृष्णा, सिप अनिल, सिप आशीष, सिप ब्लिको, सिप करण, सिप दीपात्मा, सिप समात्मा, सिप गोपाल, सिप मीनाक्षी, सिप अहम, सिप सोनू, सिप सगाई, सिप लॉरेंस and Siva, सिप चिदानंद and Krishan, Sip Sachin and the rest whom I cannot see. Welcome to this call. Uh, an interesting topic. I told you we are having an interesting discussion today. And the discussion today that we are having, soulmates. Soulmates. Do they really exist? So I'm asking you to get. Remember that if you want to ask questions in the beginning, you have more time. So again repeating the topic for today, soulmates, all to do with soulmates, but you don't have to stick to this topic. You can ask any question. But if you have an answer on what you understand by soulmates, do you understand what are soulmates? Who are soulmates? Do they exist? How do they exist? So we have Krishna and Lawrence. Krishna.
Mr. Shivoham.
Shivoham.
Sir, I have not thought about this topic much, but आपका first call I remember because you said it is twinning of two to become one. But I always thought this is more of a worldly topic because our understanding of a soul doesn't need a mate as such, because this is the understanding we now got in the call. But if you ask the specific question like, do they exist? Yes, it exists as a deep friendship. It exists as a deep relationship, but I don't know how it is connected to the spiritual path. Yes, I have a soulmate. I know it is such an unconditional love. Everything is there, and I feel so comfortable asking or opening out anything to that particular person. So it exists 100%, but I can't understand the connection. I thought soulmate is just a term used. It is a deep, profound, intense friendship which could move to a higher spiritual plane. Like yesterday, you said the spectrum of the rainbow, but spiritually, I don't understand this.
So it's very important to understand. And as is soulmate to do with spirituality, or it is to do with the normal world. So this also we must understand, because we call it soulmate. But can two souls be soulmates?
Then
Not in the spiritual realm. Yeah, tell me.
First time when you did this call, we also did not know much, but mujhe laga what you're trying to say is, moving from duality to non-duality or something like that. Twinning and becoming one must be something like that. I don't know. I've never thought much, but now understanding about soul and everything and every lessons, now I wonder, do a soul need a mate?
Okay, so good. You have right now you have got many questions and you are keen to know today, correct? It's not that you're coming with some clarity. What is the soulmate? Who's my soulmate? What is the meaning of soulmate? So let me try to even remember when I speak. You think I've come prepared, or Sip is talking, giving me the answers?
You don't come prepared.
Yeah. So you understand, right? As I'm talking now, the concept of soulmate is crystallizing in my head. Is crystallizing in my head as I'm talking to you. That's the truth. I don't come prepared. I come prepared with a topic, but I tell, तुम ही सब कुछ जानत प्रीतम, तेरी इच्छा पूरत हो. So I come with that attitude, and let me see. I think we have a beautiful talk today. Thank you, Krishna, to start. Lawrence, what is your question or comment on soulmate?
Yes, see, Shivam Guruji, yeah, great to see you, and I loved Krishna's sharing just now. Well, to me, it's learning, like you said with SIP, it's learning by doing. And for me, yes, soulmates are a possibility, not I would say a probability, but a and I think for me, it means living on at least two planes at the same time. Having one needs to be in consciousness,
No,
in a higher
Lawrence,
consciousness.
my
Hmm.
request. What
Yes,
now,
yes.
are you asking a question or you're giving an answer?
No, no, no. So my question then is, would it not be helpful to consider that it might be a requirement, a divine requirement, that true love is set, that we can live on two, we stay in consciousness, in a sense we bring a
But
spiritual plane
nothing to
into
do
our
with
life.
soulmates. Nothing to do with
Oh,
soulmates.
no, really? Oh, okay. Well,
You
soulmates are
must
clearly,
today we have to today I am also going to learn along with you. I am
yeah,
going to
we're all
learn
learning.
along with
We
you.
don't, right, right. It's not something
See,
in the it's intuition, soul intuition
what no
that
no
will tell us.
let's okay, thank you, Lawrence. Let me try to explain since Lawrence and Krishna have started. What is a
Acha.
soul mate? What do we understand by mate? We understand mate, right? Mate is when either you friend or you mate. It is a connection, it is a bond. Google
One
the word
plus
mate.
one equals one, as you say. One
Yeah,
plus
that is
one equals
soulmate.
one.
That answer we already got from SIP. But
There you go.
what is exactly the soulmate? Can a soulmate only be between a boyfriend and a girlfriend? What is this
N-
soulmate today? Is it only
No, I wouldn't
a
think so.
physical partner? See, normally when you talk, you use the term mate. You took that you when you say two people are mating, the word mating is more to do with the physical mating. Correct? That's what the world understands.
Yes, I would say it implies too much matter. I agree.
Yeah,
It's
but this is not.
something
Soulmate has
different.
got nothing. Soulmate has got nothing about mating.
Right,
Soulmate
right,
is not to do
exactly.
with. If I look at Google, who's a mate, a sexual partner of a bird or another animal? Google says
Correct.
a fellow member or a joint occupant of my roommate. You talk of a roommate, or you talk
That
about mating. No,
maybe
but
maybe a word complementarity
no.
would be something. No, not that.
Soulmate is something completely different. Don't get confused with soulmate. It's a very, very beautiful term. It is a term that can give you bliss. But is it only between the lover and the beloved? That's one question I'm leaving you. But I told you,
Ah,
Sip will speak to us today. Will, let me get your
acha,
friend.
acha,
Let me
very
get your
good.
friend Will to speak. Will.
Thank you, Sip. This is an extremely important topic, a very interesting topic. And I have 2 points. Firstly, the Buddha said you will find it very difficult to find another person in samsara who previously has not been your mother, your father, your brother. He said, samsara, we've been going round for so long that inevitably at some point each and every person you meet at some point has been your mother, your father. So that's the first
Okay.
point. That's
So,
the first. But
okay.
that's not quite the point that I'm making. The soulmate issue is where you're going as a group, like a group of fish. You're going together, you're getting reborn at the same time, at the same place. Now, my idea is that Indian people will tend to be reborn in India over again. Jewish people will be reborn over as Jews, etc. So now the important thing of this is, for your teaching, is the people who help you to enlightenment. For example, your teacher is obviously your soulmate. You had to
Beautiful,
be
beautiful,
you,
beautifully said. Very
you
beautifully said.
for you to be a soulmate, you had to be born in the same place on the planet. You had to be born at approximately the same year so that you could meet. And not just him, but also this group of people also are part of the group. This group are all soulmates. You've
Okay.
been born.
So, Will, I want to make one small correction, Will. You
Yes.
are right. You are right that soulmates have to be kind of close. I can't be living here and a soulmate of mine somewhere in Russia and I don't know who my soulmate is. Not possible. Soulmate is somebody whom you live with, somebody whom you know. But I want to make one small correction. Soulmates are not born together. Soulmates are only liberated together. Soulmates are two who merge with SIP together.
Yes.
Because when we are born, there's no guarantee who is going to be our soulmate. No, when we are born, we are given an opportunity to find a soulmate.
Well, I
And
think,
yeah.
yeah, I know that certain people, they see each other from a distance, they immediately know this is my soulmate. So this connection is, you see it quite
How?
frequently.
No. How can you can't just that maybe love at first sight. Soulmate is different. Soulmate is when you and suppose Will, you and me, we become one.
Yes.
We become completely one. Now this comes to a point.
Yes.
Therefore, a soulmate can be in any color of the rainbow. Krishna, yesterday we spoke about the 7 colors of the rainbow. Soulmate can be between parent and child. Soulmate can be between two friends. But soulmate will be complete becoming one. If it is between a man and a woman who are beloved and lover, then it is two human beings becoming one. Generally, it is more probable that that kind of soulmate exists. How God has made it. I mean, this is how SIP has made it. But it's possible for a guru and a disciple to become soulmates. Definitely possible. Because for me, my guru was my soulmate. My guru knew everything about my life. I didn't hide anything from my guru.
Yes.
So we are trying to get that. So what is a soulmate? Thank you, Will. You brought some new perspective to it. Soulmates are those who become one. Soulmates are those who are liberated together, which means they don't, two bodies can't separate soulmates because they are not the bodies. Therefore, if I'm a soulmate, if I want another soulmate, that soulmate also should be free from the body. If that soulmate is stuck in a body, then me and that person can't become one. So they are two awakened beings. So I'm bringing some perspective for your clarity. I hope you all are clear. Two awakened beings can become soulmates. If you are not awakened beings, you cannot become soulmates. Thank you, Will. Gopal, Venkat.
I bow down to you, Sip, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sir, my view is that, like we know, we are a body, mind, intellect, and soul complex.
Yes.
So when we are meeting, our frequencies meeting at the body level, skin to skin, what you say, love is there and some friendship is there. And when mind level, when our frequency meet our mind, thinking ideas, then we meet at that point. And when our intellect science, we know what is who am I and what is our purpose. Then at that level, our meeting is intellectually we are meeting. And the last one, what we were saying, when both are awakened, or they are in the path, they both can be, or I can say, the fellow travelers who are moving on the path to find the soul and sheep, they are soulmates for me, sir.
No, they are not. They are soulmates. They can become soulmates.
So it's a process, I think.
So Gopal, suppose today, you and me are walking on the path. Does it mean we are soulmates?
No, obviously
We are not. We are not soulmates. But
we are
suppose
strangers, actually.
But suppose you and me, anybody. Suppose there's somebody on this call who is completely one with me, has become one with me completely.
Yes.
There is no wall financially. There is no wall intellectually. There is no wall emotionally. There is no wall physically. There is no wall. There is nothing that separates two people. That's why I gave few days back the answer 1 + 1 equals 1. Not 1 + 1 equals 2. In soulmate, the simple equation is 1 + 1 equals 1.
Yes. So
That
we
is
can
the
say
most
that
beautiful.
in the path of finding our soulmates, we are on the journey, actually.
No, it's and soulmate can be anybody. Like I told you, it can be anybody who becomes completely one with you.
Completely open, we can say, in the practical life.
Gopal, two people becoming one.
One. Okay.
When two people in this material world become one, when they are completely aligned, 100% aligned, not 99%.
Plus one thing, sir, I just want to ask. Suppose in the practical life, I am married to this person, lady, and if we both, some differences are there, obviously, in the practical sense, ideas, differences there. But when we to come to a point, then both are proceeding on the path after understanding all these things. So our life becomes very smooth, and we both are merging towards some one goal. Can we consider that we are on the path of making soulmates?
Let me give you a simple example, a simple test. If you have a disagreement with her,
Yes.
and you both discuss and you agree,
Yes, sir.
then you are soulmates.
So,
But if you continue to disagree,
yes, yes.
you are not soulmates.
No, whatever way you are saying, by Sravana, Manana, Nidhi, Dhyasan, both of us understand
Ah.
one thing and move on the path.
Yeah.
Then both
Very
can
good.
become soulmates. This so
If
practical
obviously,
application is
see,
there.
the easiest soulmate is man and woman. The easiest. But you can also have soulmate between man and man, woman and woman, mother and father, mother and child, guru and disciple. Now, Gopal, if you talk about your wife,
Yes.
if there is a beautiful relationship, body, head, heart, and soul,
Yes.
if there's a complete bonding, if you do, suppose I'm asking, suppose you have got something you hide from her, she has got something to hide from you. That means what then?
Then some openness is not there. Oneness is not there.
In soulmate, will it be like that?
Oneness should be there. Matlab,
I
understanding.
tell my soulmate, take my mobile phone, see what you want to see. I tell my mobile, I tell my soulmate, this is my mobile phone, read whatever you want to read.
Okay, one thing, sir, should we disclose our past events that occurred before marriage to our soulmates?
Very interesting and very honest question. Not required.
Not required. Okay.
See, but Gopal, one thing I'll tell you. In soulmates, we don't want to dig into each other to become unhappy. But we don't create any friction in the current situation, in the current moment.
situation. The moment
What
we
might
marry,
have
then
happened?
the journey should start from that point, actually.
Yeah, what happened before you got married? Why you want to talk about that? Makes no sense.
No sense, always.
But if today you are hiding,
Huh.
if somebody tells me that they are my soulmate, but they are hiding from me, so are they my soulmate?
No, obviously not, sir.
Why they hiding? If somebody wants to be my soulmate, then they should not hide. They should complete trust.
Yes.
That
Yeah,
is the
got
meaning
it.
of soul.
Got it, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Venkat. Very interesting topic, soulmate. It's to do with enlightenment. It is to do with awakening. It is to do with complete trust. It is to do with complete openness. It is spiritual. Soulmate equals spiritual awakening. So if you become a soulmate, means you're awakened. You're spiritually awakened. Venkat.
Yeah, I think this is what I was trying to say. Till the time, if I'm living in body, mind, and ego, I myself not realized my soul. How can I be a soulmate of someone
Cannot
else?
be. Cannot be.
Because the soulmates
Beautiful.
can only realized people too, because
Oh,
they know
beautiful.
the soul. Till the time, if I'm in body, mind, the kind of thing you're talking about with my wife, till the time I'm with my body, mind, and ego, I think there'll be some friction, there'll be some ego, there'll be some
100%.
things we will hide 100%.
100%. So what Venkat is told is one of the most beautiful things in the call today. Venkat is saying, who can be a soulmate? Only a soul. Only a soul can be a soulmate. A body, mind, ego cannot be soulmate.
So till the time, see, deep down, we all are same eternal soul. So if I have known it and even the other person had known it, then we are soulmates. Like you said, you and your group. Like,
can become. Not all, no. All people who realize their soul will not be soulmates. But when two such people become one, they become
One.
soulmates.
Okay. So you're saying like when these two people, any kind of relationship happens between two realized people, like it can be guru and shishya, it can be husband and wife, it can be two friends, they can be a soulmates.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And the relationship between two soulmates, Venkat, is what?
The eternal soul, that SIP.
What is the relationship between those two? So whether friends or husband, wife or guru, shishya, what is the relationship?
The oneness, they have one soul.
Beautiful.
The
1 plus
same
1.
soul,
1 plus 1
one, yeah.
equals 1.
No, it's a non-duality. There is no two things there.
Correct. See, let me tell you one thing, Venkat, and everybody on this call. Who is capable of being a soulmate? The person who's capable of being a soulmate is one who realizes I am nothing.
Yeah.
As long as the ego is alive and you keep on saying I want, there's no I.
Mm. See, coming back to the point, what you said, see, there might be a lot of disagreement with my wife. Even when we discuss and agree to sometimes we are agreeing, even though we don't agree deeply within ourselves. We say, okay, chalo, shanti rakhne ke liye agree kar liya. Yeah, to
Agree to
move on.
disagree. You
Huh?
agree to disagree.
Yeah, so those cannot be called as soulmates, in my opinion,
Cannot.
because
Nah, nah.
ये संसार
See,
चलाना है, आगे बढ़ाना है.
let me tell you one thing.
Yeah.
In soulmates, when two soulmates are talking, one is ready to accept the other's truth.
Mm.
Because the truth is not two, the truth is one.
One, right.
When there are two soulmates, if one is telling the truth, either the other gives the real truth or the other accepts the truth. There can be no difference in the truth because the
Right.
truth is only one.
Yes.
I hope you're getting very important point, everybody on the call. Why 1 plus 1 is equal to 1? Because the truth is 1. The truth is not 2. Very, very important. And it's very beautiful to have a soulmate. And sometimes, let me tell you one thing. You may be a soulmate, but your soulmate may not be your soulmate. Which means, let me explain. This is the most, let me see. Okay, let me tell you a small, you know Hindi, Venkat?
Yeah. हाँ, हिंदी आता है, हाँ.
In one song I have written, सब में प्रभु को देख के सबसे प्यार करना, प्रभु को पाने का है एक ही ये रास्ता, सबसे प्यार कर लो. A soulmate is one who is able to love all. Then, so it's very important for us to realize that when you're in Prema Yoga, God comes to you as a soulmate and loves you from the Guru or your beloved or somebody, and that is not forever. God will come and love you and go away.
Mm.
So that soulmate comes and goes.
Right.
But that doesn't become soulmate. That only you enjoy the soulmate experience for some time. And that is basically God coming.
So, sir, in that case, if I am a soulmate, then I am looking at that eternal soul in everyone and everything. Is it
Correct.
true?
Correct. But you're not able to find the twinning of two souls. Soulmate is when two souls twin together. Then the mating happens. You're talking about soulmate. There may be many enlightened souls, all individual enlightened souls in the world. But they don't become soulmates. You get I hope you get the point. Venkat, we lost Venkat. Okay. Who's next? We have Bliss. Bliss.
Hi, from this everyone. Love you all. I would like to know something because my consumption of soulmate is not really the same as you. Because soulmate we can find everywhere and everything. Because we
No.
can, yeah, because soul is part of uniqueness. It's only energy. So maybe this kind of energy I've made before. We know each other. And
That is
soulmate
not the
is
real.
very link, very particular because we can find on each other the same energy we have already know before. I think
Yeah.
is that.
You can, that's what I said. You can get the soulmate experience. Just now I told. This is called a soulmate experience. But soulmate means when two people become one. That is difference. So it's very important that having a soulmate experience is different from becoming a soulmate. In the soulmate, you are having the soulmate experience all the time.
Okay, but not sure I understand everything because soulmate, I don't understand the real meaning of
No,
this.
I'm explaining to you now. Soul cannot mate. The soul the soul cannot mate. It is only the body, mind, ego, soul that can. It is only an enlightened body, mind, ego who
Yeah.
can become a soulmate. It is only enlightened being. The soul does not mate. It's called soulmate, but it's not the soul that is mating. The longing,
Okay.
see, like I said, love, longing of the soul. What is love? Love is real. Love is from soulmate.
Yeah.
So there is a connection. I know we lost Venkat. Is Venkat back finally or not? Has Venkat come back? So Venkat was asking a question. So I was telling you this. We are going next, Bliss, to Rumataji, and Bliss, I hope you will get the end. By the end of the call, you will understand. But again, I have a Hindi word. It says, प्रेम योग में जो रहता उसे प्रसाद मिलता ये प्रभु प्रेमी में आकर फिर उसे प्यार करता है प्रभु का प्यार उसको मिलता जो प्रेम योगी है तन से वो प्यार ना करता रूह से प्यार करता है प्रेमी में जो प्रभु देखे वही प्रभु पाता है प्रभु प्रेमी बनके उसे प्यार फिर करता है God comes to you as a soulmate. God can love you as a soulmate. Why there are people who are together for 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, 40 years, 50 years and have a beautiful relationship? Have you seen? There are some couples who are together for 50 years and they are still like lovebirds. 50 years married together like lovebirds, one in a million, but very beautiful relationship. Rumata ji.
Pranam Guruji, Shivoham.
प्रणाम, बताइए.
Guruji, earlier also you have taken this topic and I remember, Guruji, जब हम suppose मैं भक्ति योग में हूँ और जो the other person is also in bhakti yog, then it is we are one, both of us are one. It can be getting knowledge through books. If we both are equally interested in that topic, that talking about spiritual things, then also we become one. This means when we have a common interest, same common interest, then we become soulmate.
Correct. Rumata ji, the test of this is this, Rumata ji, जब दो एक हो जाते हैं.
Yes, Guruji.
क्या होता है ना
Guruji-
रूमाता जी, जब तक हमारे एक दूसरे में सेल्फिशनेस होती है. Suppose if you are my soulmate, I have one cherry to eat. Will I eat the cherry or will I give it to you to eat?
Guruji, you will try to give me and I will try to give you.
That is the sign of a soulmate.
Yes. And Guruji, sometimes it is not necessary between two people. It is with sip also.
अरे रूमाता जी, this is only sip ना.
Yes, Guruji. We
Room-
become
room-
one through
wait.
bhakti yog.
One minute. Let me correct you. You are saying it is not only between two people, it can also be with sip. Rumata ji, it is not between two people. It is only between sip and sip.
Yes, Guruji. But Guruji, one thing is there. Agar we are two people and we become one by common interest, then also we are soulmate. No.
If you realize you are sip and the other person also realize we are sip, then both become soulmate ना.
Yes, Guruji.
अगर एक समझता मैं सिप हूं और एक समझता मैं सिप नहीं हूं तो फिर क्या होगा?
फिर तो नील है.
फिर तो
कुछ भी नहीं है.
शॉर्ट सर्किट हो जाएगा.
Yes, Guruji.
Thank you, Ashish. So the
Thank you.
soulmate is a very, very beautiful state of being. To find a person who is completely one with you is only a blessing of sip. Not easy in this world. So be clear. Somebody says, "Oh, what happened?" I asked that person, "What happened to your soulmate? You had a soulmate. What happened?" He says, "That soulmate I divorced. Now I have a new soulmate." That soulmate I divorced. Now I have a new soulmate. I was going to ask you, when are you going to divorce this soulmate? When you are soulmates, you never leave. With a soulmate, you never part. You cannot part because two people have become one. You cannot separate. Ashish.
Shivahamir, for me, a soulmate is an enlightened being, SIP, who has come to teach me certain life lessons and enlighten me and take me on the right path.
Good. So therefore, what you are doing is you have already programmed yourself to get a soulmate. And when will you become a soulmate?
When I realize
when your ego is enlightened. When you realize I'm not Ashish, then that soulmate who has come to be your soulmate becomes your soulmate. Because then you become one with that soulmate. Soulmate,
Correct.
the beauty of a soulmate is when two people can have no apprehensions, can have no fears between each other. When their two bodies have got there is no differences, there is no wall, there is no separation. Then the two people become one. It's not easy, but it's a very beautiful state of being. Okay.
Another
Shayad.
question.
Yes,
Another question.
Yes, Shayad.
So, can I find? I think I have a soulmate in an author who was in the 12th century. Is that possible?
No. See, you're using different terminologies. Soulmates are a relationship between two live enlightened beings.
Why not with somebody who's passed away but is a SIP?
So my guru was my soulmate. Now my guru is not alive anymore. He has become part of my soul. He's no more a mate. He has already merged with me. So that person who you're talking of has already become part of your soul. No more a soulmate. A soulmate is another body who is not another body.
Can a dog be a soulmate?
100%. 100%. But not very easy. Because the dog's intelligence and your intelligence, but dog can be, 200% dog can be. But see, the dog can't be enlightened. So you can feel that soulmate experience in the dog. You can, I made you understand. There's something called a soulmate experience. And there's now, for example, you want to talk to the dog. You can't talk to the dog. But if your dog understands everything you say, that may be a magic. So I can't tell you for sure your dog can be your soulmate, but definitely you can have a soulmate experience. I've had soulmate experience with my dog. I had a lovely dog. Small little baby. And she ruled my life. She used to rule my life. If I came back from Europe, she will be the first one to wait to greet me. She will not let anybody else. She will be the first one.
AiR, I have another question. So, do you believe in soul contracts? As in, there's a contract which
there's no contract. There's no contract. Souls
before
don't
we arrive.
No. See, be intelligent. A soul is only what's giving you. Even now, I'm telling the term soulmate does not mean the souls are mating. It is the body, mind, ego that is becoming a soulmate. The soul is not mating with another soul. The soul is already mated with all souls. I hope you understand. Souls are already, all souls are one. What separates?
Does a particular soul have a contract with another soul for an experience?
No. See, a soul only gives you life. The body, mind, ego that is enlightened is free from being the realized body, mind, ego is that entity that can become a soulmate because they realize I am a soul. And when another person realizes I am a soul, when those two realized souls become mates, that becomes a soulmate. Shayad.
Thank you.
Thank you. Shayad Renuka Brijesh Ravina.
Prabhu Shivam.
Shivam, sir.
I was thinking ki kya bolun karke, but then this 10 commandments card, I got it. I was just thinking maybe soulmates are those who follow almost maybe at least not 10, of course 9 out of 10 together. They
No,
can
no,
be,
all of, read all quickly. Read them quickly.
thou shalt be free, thou shalt be happy, thou shalt love all, thou shalt not have expectations, thou shalt not lose peace of mind, thou shalt accept and surrender, thou shalt not be miserable, thou shalt overcome ignorance, thou shalt live with purpose, thou shalt live as the divine soul.
Beautiful. So this is the qualifications required to be a soulmate.
Soulmate. And
ऐसा
also,
शायद suppose शायर अगर आप ये if you are this and another person is also like this, then what the two of you can become? Soulmates. But if the other person is not like this, then how can you be soulmates? Two people who are following the 10 commandments of detached attachment can become soulmates.
also that one who understands Purnamidam.
No. Not who understands, who realizes.
Who realizes that.
Don't use the word understands. Understand is a different. Sorry, I cannot accept that word.
आप बॉलीवुड के शौकीन है तो बॉलीवुड में भी एक वो है ना सर, दूरी न रहे इतनी, आज इतने करीब आओ, मैं तुम में समा जाऊं, तुम मुझ में समा जाओ.
Beautiful. Where this if it is only sung from the soul to the soul, no शायर फिर हो जाता है. ये तो करते हैं बॉलीवुड में, they are showing the cleavage and after showing the cleavage they are trying to attract each other. ये नहीं होता है. ये मतलब ये बॉलीवुड का गाना समा जाना मतलब एक तन दूसरे तन में समा जाना. One body wants to merge with another body. That is not a soulmate. A soulmate is not just a physical amalgamation of two people. Thank you. Renuka, Brijesh, Ravina. Lawrence is in second round. Prem Senji.
Shivoham, sir.
Shivoham.
I just want to know, you said 1 + 1 = 1. That is the soulmate. So is it not a possible that 60% of one soul and 40% of other soul, because the completeness is missing, so that happens, could be a possibility, or 80%, 20% versus vice versa, 75-25 like that? Because somewhere why it connects? Because it needs to be completed. Yeah.
Renuka, unless it is 1 + 100 + 100, it cannot become 1. The moment you are, suppose somebody is my soulmate 60% or 70%, that means they are not my soulmate.
Okay.
It's very simple. I know it's not a very pleasant thing. Suppose you want to call somebody you love a lot, you want to call them your soulmate, but that person is yours only 80%, then they are not your soulmate. Soulmate, that's why I'm trying to make you all understand. If I want to be God's, if I want to belong to SIP, can I belong to SIP 70%, 80%? Can I belong? If I belong to SIP 70%, 80% means I don't belong to SIP. We have to belong 100%.
Okay.
A soulmate is one who belongs to you 100%.
Got it. Okay.
And that's why if you are awakened, then it's a different equation. But this 80%, 70%, see, for example, we have another question actually. Can you have more than one soulmate? You can have more than one soulmate.
Possibly.
You can even have two soulmates, for example. Because if you have been able to break the barrier completely and be a soul, not with one soul, but with 2 souls or 3 souls or 4 souls, you can have. But it's very difficult. For example, if I am a soulmate, you are my soulmate, for example, and Krishna is my soulmate, for example. It does not mean that Renuka and Krishna also will be soulmates.
Yeah, no problem. Yeah.
I hope you understand what I'm saying.
Yes.
So it is because it is that magical connection between a person who is a realized soul and another person who is a realized soul. And this is full realization. Continue.
And yeah, so it has to be 100%, like you are a master, you are 100% enlightened and I am not. So I won't be a soulmate, or maybe in future I could be when I become 100%.
You can. You see, what happens is if there is any limitation that you have that stops you from being mind completely, that means it's still 1 plus 1 is equal to 2. We are 2, we are not 1.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
suppose tomorrow you say, AiR, I'm living my full life, I'm yours, completely I'm yours. Then what happens?
That becomes equal to 1.
What did I tell my guru?
Hmm.
What did I tell my guru? I surrender myself to you.
100% surrender.
Then what happened to me? I became 0.
Yeah.
When I became 0, I became 1 with him.
And whole, Purnata. Yeah. Okay. Got it.
So
Thank
it's
you.
a very beautiful feeling. But as long as the ego is alive, as long as ignorance is alive, we cannot be a true soulmate.
Yeah.
Because we are holding on to the ignorance of I. When
Yes.
in reality there is no I.
Yeah.
Well, what is the meaning of an enlightened person? An enlightened person is only one thing. Who
Yeah.
realizes I am nothing.
Yeah.
If I am nothing, then I'm ready to become one with something.
Yep.
But if I am I, then I cannot become one with something because the I-ness has to go.
Yep.
I hope I'm clear and I hope I'm
Yeah,
explaining
sure,
very
sure.
clearly.
Perfect. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Brijesh, Zoom user. Brijesh?
Yeah, are you able to hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not
Yes,
able to
sir.
see you.
Tell me, sir.
Yeah. Pranam.
Yes, sir.
Pranam.
Pranam, pranam.
So I was thinking that soulmate phenomena, that two, I don't know, I'm still not realized the souls and all. So even enlightened souls, J. Krishnamurti, I have seen in a video, he's criticizing another realized soul, Osho. And I have seen a realized soul like you criticizing Osho. And criticizing need not be, it is also a part of the soulmate only, I understand. But criticize.
No.
And,
Then
and,
how can,
and
sorry. How can be soulmate when you're criticizing? Cannot be. If I am telling this Zoom meeting that I don't agree with something that Osho says, it does not mean that me and Osho have to be soulmates. No. First of all, Osho is dead and gone. Osho is dead
soulmate,
and gone. Your example, first of all, is wrong because you cannot be soulmate with a dead person. One. Second, an awakened person can guide the following not to follow a wrong teaching. Third, it is not necessary for Krishnamurti and Osho to be soulmates. Soulmates are only those two enlightened beings who become one, who have no difference. That's what you have to understand.
Yeah, I got your point. And I feel soulmate is nothing but a almost to impossibility, and there's no requirement also. Our requirement is only one thing: realizing our own soul.
Suppose
And
tomorrow you finish realizing your own soul.
Yeah.
Then what's the next job for you?
The same routine things, whatever you're doing.
No, then you can find a soulmate. Then you may find a soulmate in your life.
Yeah, soulmate is, see, when this realization of the soul itself is full 100%. After that, you find it is fine. By accidentally you find, suppose you and me meet tomorrow.
In this call, we have got Raji, Krishna, Ahemsip, Raji, Krishna, Ahemsip, and Siva. So there is a kind of magic between them, four of them. What is the magic? What is the magic? No, they're not yet soulmates. But the moment they become awakened, they will become soulmates.
Okay, this is good. That's more wonderful. That is like 1 plus 1 is equal to 11, like that. That effect will be there. So okay, that's fine. Now, another question. This was not my cup of tea, but I just ventured into new terrain. So now my question, I will say, my question or my real seeking from you. See, I see the body, the stula, the most stula. Then comes the liquid, water in me, little less stula. Then comes the air, which is little more subtle. Then comes the Ushna, that heat, that is more subtle. Then comes the Akasha, that fifth tattva, that is more subtler. Then the thoughts, they are more subtler. Subtler. Then comes the prana, which is more subtler. So, can I say that the body is a molecule, the air is also a molecule, Akasha also has some vacuum particles, then like that. So then finally, I feel that the prana is also nothing but a electromagnetic atom or some electron
So
or
what
proton like that.
I understand exactly what you're saying. So what's your question? I understand your submission. What's your question?
Yeah. My question is, am I right?
Let me explain to you quickly. Let me explain
yeah,
to for the benefit of everybody on this call.
I'll put only 1-2 words so that I will finish mine. Only 1-2 words I will add so that my sentence will be finished. Am I right in understanding that each and every soul is a electromagnetic particle? Please.
Answer to your question. There are 5 elements for the kind, because what you spoke, people don't understand. I'm talking what the group understands. There are 5 elements in this world: earth, water, air, fire, and space. This is what you spoke about. All 5 elements are made up of energy. Second point, the soul and the consciousness and the prana, that is also another form of energy. One form is the form of inanimate energy, one form is the form of animate energy. One is a living being, one is non-living being. Both are energy, both are alive. Everything in this world is SIP. And SIP appears in 2 forms: soul, consciousness, prana, one form; earth, air, water, fire, space, second form. I hope that answers your question.
Yeah. I understood. Only repeat the last 2 sentences again for my clarification. I'm sorry to make you repeat.
This world,
only last one.
This world is made up of 2 type of energies.
Yes.
One energy, which is the Panch Tattva, 5 elements which you spoke of: earth, water, air, fire, and space. These are only energy, but they don't have life energy. They don't have the life in them. The higher energy is called soul. The soul gives consciousness, and the consciousness gives prana. This is the second type of energy, which is the more powerful energy. And the third type of energy, the highest energy, is SIP. So SIP is the highest energy, soul is the second energy, and the third is the energy of the 5 elements of nature. All are coming from the same SIP. Thank you.
So what is the difference between the inanimate and animate? That life, no?
That's how I told you.
I got your point. Huh?
That's exactly what I told you.
I got your point.
From the inanimate 5 elements, SIP created souls to give life to man, dog, frog, cat, rat, butterfly, bee, tree. This is what SIP has created from the 5 elements plus soul. But 5 element also is SIP and soul also is SIP. 5 elements is a lower energy, soul is a higher energy, SIP is the highest energy.
So all are energy.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Ravina, Premchand, Will. Oh, we have so many questions today. And I need 3 minutes of my time. Yes, Ravina.
Shivoham, Guruji.
Shivoham, yes.
First, what I feel is a soulmate is very important. And usually those who are divinely approved to conduct or to behave or to or who are supposed to be evolving as 2 or more for divine evolvement or doing. It's like say seva, or like what we are doing now. I mean, I'm sure otherwise it won't be as we are connected now, or we are connected to a person.
But Ravina, that is not the qualification of a soulmate. A soulmate is one with whom you become one with. Just because you're with everybody on this call, you are fellow seekers. You are fellow Zoomers. You all have got the desire to be enlightened, but you are not yet soulmates. if you find somebody on this call who becomes one with you, body, mind, heart, and soul, body, head, heart, and soul, then you become. Unless you become to one, body, head, heart, and soul, you cannot be a soulmate.
Okay.
You can be
But like,
fellow seekers.
yeah, but we do have some people in our life, like how you said, like a mother or a child or someone, usually like God connects you to someone or the other to
If
connect, to
those
do,
two,
it's usually divine only, right? It's
if
only
your
divine
mother,
oriented.
if your mother or your child has become completely one with you, your union, the yoga between two becomes
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
That then you become soulmate. What is yoga? Yoga between me and Sip is nothing but a soul and soul. That's a soulmate experience.
Exactly. But like when you become one, it's usually only divine related. No, I mean, like when you're
Everything.
like,
No,
yeah,
not divine. Every relationship, body, head, heart, and soul.
yeah, that's okay. But usually the purpose of that twining has a evolvement that's based, right?
Spiritual purpose, soul
Yeah.
purpose.
So like even if a male or a female, they suddenly find so much love, which they use together for growth of humanity or growth of goodness, is an involvement
If
based
two
on
become if two become one, they are soulmates. If two, a
yeah,
man and woman can become one, if there's no
yeah,
difference, if there's
yeah,
100% trust, you become
yeah,
soulmates.
yeah. And it's very beautiful. It's
Oh,
lucky people get that.
it's the most beautiful experience in life. You can't get a
Yeah,
better experience.
yeah. So, but you can have more than one. I don't think
No, first
it'll be a
let's have
different
one.
place.
No, first let's have one, then talk of more than one. First, let's talk of one.
Okay.
Okay. Premchand
Thank
ji. Premchand, Will has not finished one round or will finish one? No, will finish. Priya. Premchand, Priya, Bliko. Then second round.
Shivam Guru,
Shivam
Shivam
sir.
Gurudev,
Boliye.
as usual, a silly question. You are safe, I am safe. Safe means power. Power can't have any mate. I think this is the terminology of the ignorant world. प्यार सब आत्मा का आत्मा से मिलन हो गया है और they are become two in one soul. I think this is the terminology of the current ignorant world. Otherwise, आत्मा में can you and I be one?
Premchand ji, what you say is 100% correct from your point of view. लेकिन अगर आप और हम एक ही घर में रहते होते ना, आप और हम शायद हम सोलमेट बन जाते. अगर आप और हम एक ही कमरे में सुबह से रात तक रहते ना, मुझे आपसे इतना प्यार हो जाता, आपको मुझसे इतना प्यार हो जाता, शायद हम सोलमेट बन जाते.
तो फिर वो फिर ये पावर फिर तो सोल अलग है, पावर अलग है.
नहीं, सोलमेट सोल से नहीं होता है. सोलमेट दो जीवात्मा से होता है. आई एम गिविंग एन एग्जाम्पल टू यू. सपोज मैं और आप एक ही कमरे में रहते, सुबह रात हर दिन साथ में है, शायद हम सोलमेट बन जाते. डज नॉट मीन द सोल इज मेटिंग. इट मीन्स प्रेमचंद एंड एयर बिकम सोलमेट्स. मतलब हमने एक दूसरे से सब डिफरेंस तोड़ दिया. ये इजी बात नहीं. डोंट आपके पोजीशन में आप इस पे टाइम वेस्ट मत कीजिए. जस्ट फॉरगेट दिस मैटर.
मैंने तो पहले कह दिया था, अगेन सिली क्वेश्चन.
No, silly नहीं है. मैं only I hope you appreciate my submission to you. Please think about it. अगर एयर मेरे साथ ही बैठे होते, शायद एयर मेरे सोलमेट
हो जाता.
Thank you, Premchand ji.
Thank you very much.
Priya Bliko Chidanand and Jasmine. What to do?
Yes, I believe that a soulmate is a person that you have a deep soul connection with, and if you're lucky, you meet them in this lifetime. We are just like two sides of the same coin. They can feel your pain, sorrow, everything equally. They understand you perfectly, and you can just be yourself with them. I think
Beautiful.
they are just a mirror of you.
Yeah, you basically, like I said, Priya, you should get that feeling that 1 + 1 = 1.
Exactly.
I hope there's no better. Is there a better explanation than
No.
This is the best explanation, the best equation of a soulmate.
Yes.
Huh? So if you have that feeling, when you and somebody have that feeling that two people have become one, then you have achieved the state of soulmate.
Is there a difference between soulmate and twin flames?
I see. Twin flame is a modern, like Premchand ji said, modern terminology. If you want Is it any different? Normally, twin flame is more to do with, that flame for somebody, that fire for somebody. But
Right.
soulmate is more subtle, is more divine. I don't want to use the word twin flame. It's got a different connotation.
Get it. Thank you.
Thank you, Bliko Chidanand, Jasmine. And no more questions, please. I hope Ashok Nichani will come, but no more questions. Yes. Stop at Ashok. Yes.
Shivam, I love you, everybody. This topic, when I read that, I was knowing about nothing. After this call, I write down 7 steps for this one. I will just repeat because I don't have any question. 1 + 1 = 2. There is a beautiful soul, Jivatma plus Jivatma, and they become one. That is a soulmate. And soulmate is very rare. Second point. Third point, no mating, it is a merging.
Beautiful.
It is a merging with. Fourth one is self-realized person. Between two self-realized person only possible. Otherwise,
Correct.
it is not possible.
Correct.
When there is a separate agenda, there is no separate agenda. There is only one agenda.
One
You
agenda.
merge with SIP. Those people can only
Beautiful.
meet.
Yes.
And there is self-realization and God realization. On that path, you meet somebody that is soulmate. And this most beautiful thing is most commonly find between guru and disciple.
Good.
Very
See,
commonly find in this.
if Bliko has made note of all these points, that means the call has been effective because he has captured the essence of the call. Thank you, Bliko. Anything else?
That's all.
Thank you.
That's all.
Well said. Very well said. Thank you, Bliko, for summarizing. I don't have to summarize. Bliko has summarized. Siddhanand.
I personally feel only two enlightened egos can become soulmates.
Absolutely. Because the I has to go, Chidanand. As long as you are you and I am I, then we cannot be soulmates.
An enlightened ego has to be there. At least they have to be living.
Yeah. The ego has to be alive. Yes. Ego means the one who is alive. The one identity has to be there. Without the identity, how can you be soulmate? You can't be soulmate. Beautiful, Chidanand. Thank you. Ashok Nichani, quickly, we want to close this call. I also want, before Ashok Nichani speaks, I also want to ask all of you, if any of you want to do seva, we want you to take up the management of crossword bookshops in India. There are 30 cities or 36 cities where there are books. For example, somebody in Bombay may take up Bombay, somebody in Bangalore may take up Bangalore, somebody in Pune may take up Pune, Delhi, Guwahati, Indore, Lucknow, Chandigarh, Amritsar. Whoever would like to do some seva of a god, SIP. So you can please tell us from tomorrow onwards. We would like, or send me a WhatsApp message. We would like you to become the book ambassador, the AiR Books ambassador in crossword bookshops. Go and visit the bookshops and take charge of the bookshops in your city or your area. This is one way for you to do seva because the books will reach people. I know people abroad can't do it, but people in India, or if you're traveling to Hyderabad, you're traveling to Chennai. If Krishna is in Trivandrum or Cochin, whoever would like to take up, please, and please say on the Zoom call so others are also inspired. So please, we would like people to help us in the books that are available in crossword bookshops. Ashok Nichani, thank you.
Shivam Saji, I joined a little late. I don't know. I have an example. I want to know whether I'm right or wrong. Krishna and Sudama.
It may be right, but I don't know. I don't know what was the relationship of Krishna and Sudama. How can I make a comment?
Okay, sir.
But it is what we hear the story. It is just like Mirabai and Krishna, right? Krishna and Sudama. These are all stories which make us understand the meaning of soulmate. Ashok, soulmate means Ashok. I am willing to die for my soulmate. If my soulmate wants my kidney, I'm willing to give my kidney.
Sir, तू मेरी रूह हो, तू मेरी जिंदगी.
Beautiful. तू मेरी जिंदगी हो, तू मेरी हर खुशी हो, तुम बिन मैं कुछ भी नहीं हूँ, सब कुछ तुम ही हो. That is soulmate.
Right, sir.
Thank you. Quick closure between Will and Lawrence. Lawrence with 2 more comments. We'll
Yes.
then close.
Well, imagine, I like all of this time I was reflecting, soul match, so to speak. The Jyoti is a flame. It comes from within. So all of this soulful talk, I think it was Kabir who said, I bring to you, beloved, my head on a platter. And that's what we kind of do. It's not transactional, it's transformational, St. John of the Cross called it a living flame of love, and actually Jesus said, if thy eye be single, thy whole body will be full of light. So it's an inflame. You could say we're inflamed with that divine
Beautiful.
love, and that's
very beautifully,
that's what
very
creates
beautifully
that.
said. When 2 become 1, you merge. You transcend. It's transcendental. It is beautiful. Thank you, Lawrence, for the lovely words. Will, closing comment from Will.
Some people used to go to the Buddha and say they want to be reborn together, and he said you have to be the same in faith, generosity, sila, like virtue. You have to have generosity, these qualities, panya, wisdom. I think that's the group of 5 things. So
that was Buddha's way of making people do those 5 things. But continue.
Well, I just guess that's you don't include that, or do you include that?
No, let me tell you one thing. When this journey is over, nobody in this world can decide your next birth except karma, and only karma knows. Nobody in this world can predict. That's why I don't accept astrology and all these things, vastu. I believe that we cannot decipher karma. Chidanand wants to say some words. Chidanand, let's give Chidanand 1 second. Yes, Chidanand?
I just wanted to say I'm available for cross.
Thank you. I knew you may be wanting to say that. So Chidanand is the first volunteer. So I hand over to you. You want only Bombay, right?
Bombay, and Pune also.
So Bombay, Pune, whatever you can do, Chidanand. We'll talk more
Bombay
on the call tomorrow. But
Yes.
I'm grateful to you, Chidanand. As a Karma Yogi says, I will do crossword in Bombay and Pune. So this way the books can reach more and more people. But tomorrow you all can volunteer, and we'll give you the power and we'll give you the guidance how to go. But for the moment, may you all attain your soulmates in life. And for you to attain your soulmate, you must first attain the realization of the soul. And when you realize that you are the divine soul, then you can enjoy the ecstasy of divine love that comes from the soulmate.